Okay, let's get some tornado fans a little bit angry. The Panavia Tornadoes, and this video is going to use just one, but I'm talking about all of them. Why am I using one? Well, it's very simple. The BR is lower and the loadouts are fairly similar, unless we're talking about ground RB, but this is an air RB video. Now, the first question that you're going to have is, why are you using the Tornado that is a ground attacker in an air RB situation? Explain that, Sam. Explain that. Explainez it now. Once you unlock this plane, you're going to get access to air-to-air missiles alone, maybe some bombs. I don't know, I get my plane spaded. So you're going to take it into an air-realistic scenario and try to grind it. Even though that it's a ground-pounding machine. Yes, that's how warthunder works. Now, why is the Tornado a problem in warthunder? Warthunder itself is a problem, so don't get me started, but the Tornado itself is a problem because it's an outdated plane. At least the model that they brought in. Let me explain. In my honest opinion, the Tornado should have been added when warthunder added in the AIM-9L. I think that's around when the A10 was added. Now you're going to say, oh my god, it's supersonic, it has flares, it has 2 AIM-9Ls, it's going to mop the floor at that time. Nah. For the simple reason, which is at that time you have MiG-21s, MiG-23s that are going to absolutely counter it. You're going to have a plethora of other planes with air-to-air capabilities that are going to demolish this thing, and yeah. So how's the experience with the Tornadoes? They absolutely suck. First things first, in air RB, if you're going to grind this, good luck. It is hell, it is tedious, it is a headache on its own. And even though that you GE some modules, or I don't know, get your stuff to do some stuff and get them unlocked, and hypothetically you're going to take it into a ground RB, just mind that, well, if you're going to spawn in the one with the guided bombs and the thermal camera and all that type of stuff, it's going to cost you nearly 1,000 spawn points. 1,000 spawn points for just some guided bombs, a thermal camera, and that's about it. Really. You can literally go for the Harrier GR7 and have a better loadout, like really, with a ton of flares and a ton of maneuverability and all that type of stuff for the same cost. Like, really. And for the 10.7 variant, well, just get the Jaguar at that point and boom. There you go. Now you ground RB fans out there that say, oh my god, we should have a ground RB mode alone and the planes are too OP. Dude, literally, we have one of the most advanced anti-air systems in game. Just lock the damn thing up. Don't have to lock it even. Just look at it, guide your missile, it has proximity, boom. And I don't understand people that talk that way. To be fairly honest, like, it's your own fault. You have an SPAA, use it. And most of them even have IRST, so yeah, you can lock the plane and the RWR will not ping, as stealthy as it could be. But moving back to air realistic battles, this thing is an absolute brick to fly. Literally, an absolute brick to fly. The best that I've gotten is an extreme overload 8G on this thing. That's about it. If you get up tier, you're shafted. If you get the 11.3 variants, well, you're also shafted. Actually, at this point, you're shafted either way, so why the hell even grind for it, right? Unless you're going to enjoy it in sim, and I'll get to that in a bit. The event Tornado gets missile killing ships with a radar that locks ships, which is absolutely useless in ground RB, and it is also absolutely useless in naval RB, just because of the simple fact that you cannot take it there. So there you have it. Some of y'all, especially the newer players that just got this plane from an event and never flown a jet before, well, you're going to say, oh my god, this thing is good, I don't know what you're talking about, I get 1 kill. Yeah, good for you. Anyone that ever grinded to top tier will tell you that that thing is absolutely dog water. But hey, if you're having fun with it, who am I to, well, complain about it, or about your experience rather. So how do you play the Tornadoes? First things first, if you're going to grind the 11.3 Tornadoes, I feel bad for you. I really do, dude. Like, I was when I saw this thing in the trailer, when warthunder announced the teaser, not the trailer, I was like, yeah, we're going to get an ADV version, which at least going to, well, counter some stuff, even though that it is added late. But then I take a glance, and when the update came out, well, it's the ground pounding variant. So what do you do in air RB if you're going to grind this? It's very simple. Get the air-to-air missiles, get the flares and chaff, take off, kill a couple of targets, go back to the base, rinse and repeat. The guns are absolutely atrocious, at least in my experience, but I'm used to more potent guns in the game, so that would explain why. I mean, you have the GSH-30 on the Soviet tech tree, which absolutely wrecks everything. You have the Vulcan on the American side, which you can just spam and literally get a kill, and other nations get some defs and stuff, which are pretty good if you aim for the wings. But the 23 or 25 millimeters on the Tornadoes, well, they don't cut it no more. And even if you're going to utilize the guns, let's face it, the thing is a brick. It doesn't have AOA, no nose, authority whatsoever. So it can be easily dodgeable and you cannot make snapshots real quick. It is doable, but it's not consistent. And that's the thing that we're looking for in this video, consistency, because at the end of the day, if I take a Mitsubishi F1 into a game with 4 air-to-air missiles, if I know how to utilize my plane and not get into weird situations where I'm going to be fired at by an all-aspect air-to-air missile, I'm going to get myself 4 confirmed kills just because of the missiles that it gets. Or at least 2. And that's consistent. It is something that I like and appreciate. The consistency of the Tornado, however, well, consists of 1 kill per game. That is like on average. And then you're going to die a fiery death. So if you have the Tornado, please do tell me what you think of the damn plane, because, well, for my honest opinion, like I said, the damn thing is bad. Like, I have a lot of experience in War Thunder when it comes to top tier especially. I've witnessed it all. The old meta, the new meta, whatever you want to call it. I played it all too, so at least I have a little bit of knowledge on what I'm talking about. And I said the same thing about the AV-8s and the Harriers as soon as they came out, except for the Harrier GR1, which was absolutely broken. And people freaked out. They called me an idiot. They told me that this thing is absolutely good and stuff like that. But yeah, it got good over time. It got good when new planes were added, BRs were changed and stuff like that. But as soon as they added the things, everybody was so hyped that they forgot about the fact that it sucks. The same thing is happening with the Tornado and all of these planes. Like, War Thunder hypes things up in such a way that you're like, hold on, wait a minute. This thing is getting added. I must play it. I don't care what it is. It's just that consumer mentality that gets me. Because back in the day, and I always say this, back in the day, people were meticulous. If something was added and it was bad, then yes, it is bad. Like, people won't make a fuss about it. Like, they want to fix it. They want to contribute to a better game. Whereas right now, just hype the people up, get the kids to pay all their money, $70 premiums and stuff like that. And then you have an overwhelming majority of opinionated people that don't know what they're talking about. And they just play the game for like 30 days and they start talking and thinking that they're experts about stuff. It is the truth. They like it or hate it. It is the absolute truth. So now we've reached the end of the video. If you want to say something, say it in the comments down below. If you like it, give it a like. If you hate it, give it a dislike. And better yet, tell me, why did you hate this video in the comments down below.